Alrighty. Pretty much right on time, actually. I feel like most of the time, whenever they start, it's like 15 minutes or so after 6 o'clock, but we're good. We're ready. We're watching the Korean stream because normally they do things a bit faster. Whew. I did not want to wake up either. Oh. How's everybody doing today? Yo, what's up, Sam? God, gives Bond even more hell. Can you imagine? What time is it on your side? It is 6 a.m. I laid down to go to sleep at 3 or 3:30-ish, so I've only gotten 2.5 hours of sleep, but it's fine. That was better than me staying all the way up until 6 for, you know, to do this. Plus, normally they end up doing, normally they'll talk a little bit, they'll show new stuff off, go over a couple of things, maybe test the character out a little bit or show something else off, and then for the rest of it, it's normally just a whole bunch of talking. And so yeah, I think once they end up showing the character off and then showcasing it a little bit, maybe we'll probably end up calling it after that, because most of the time they end up just sitting here and talking back and forth and like just, I don't know, having fun with each other, which is cool, but I can't understand anything that they're saying, and it is not worth me sitting here staring at these four speak a language that I can't understand. So we'll probably call it after they you know, show some of the new stuff and the character and everything. Hey, Iku. Iku Rotu. Usually 90% talking. Yeah, exactly. I really wish that they would do, because we're like so close to these, I would love for them to do these in English as well. Like the global devs, I think, would get a lot of like attention by doing these, but I don't know, the global team just really doesn't seem to care about stuff like this. How long do they stream? So from what I was looking at last night, just to gauge like how long the streams normally are, it is, I think the Korean side normally streams for about an hour and a half or so, and then the Japanese side normally streams an extra like 15 minutes or so because they talk a lot more. But normally the first like 15 minutes or so is all talking, or it's like all of the like the intro stuff. So we've pretty much already gotten past all of the intro stuff at this point. So they'll probably be live for, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour or so. Hey, what's going on, Artie? 30 minutes of actual content. Yeah, that sounds about right.
이번 22.5챕터에서는 어떤 스토리가 기다리고 있을지 먼저 영상으로 한번 만나보겠습니다.
Oh boy. Here we go. So this is the next story chapter, if I'm not mistaken. It looks so weird with him just diving through the air. Oh, that's cool. I don't remember him doing this in the show but it's been a while since I've seen this in the show, at least. This is super cool though. Just show us the new Griamore unit. Yeah, please. Festival Griamore. I didn't even notice that guy. Oh, I didn't realize that my thing wasn't centered. That guy's not actually off camera a little bit. I'm on the wrong scene. My bad. That guy on the right most looks pretty. New unit are the horses. Horse units. That's great. If it is a Diane, what would you like? A smaller giant, or a giant or a small Deanne? I prefer small Deanne, of course, but I think it would only be fitting if she was a giant Deanne. Like, I mean, giant Deanne in all of her glory, I guess. Yeah, if it has a hammer, then I would imagine it's gonna be a giant. What are they wearing? They always wear, like, they're always really like festive for these. I feel like the Korean side of the game does a really good job of like actually celebrating the game, whereas the rest of the stuff, like, I mean, JP does pretty decent too, but I don't know, the Korean side, they're just always seeming to like have like a ton of fun and like really enjoying themselves on these live streams, and I have to say, I really appreciate it. They make it seem like the game is really good, or at least the community. I thought he wasn't interested in being on camera. Yeah, that was my bad. I completely forgot that I was on the wrong scene. Oh boy, here we go. Queen is here. Queen. Oh, her different outfits. Oh no, her Power Ranger outfit. This is cool. Earth surfing. Ooh, I like her outfits too. All of them kind of are super cool. 220. I'm assuming they're doing free pulls or something like that. Boy, oh boy. Jiggle physics, yeah, true. Deanne, they don't really miss out when they don't stop at Deanne to stop the jiggle physics. Anyone notice that boing? I don't think anyone didn't notice the boing. That is Deanne's specialty. They have always gave like Deanne a lot of physics. Only King has no Power Ranger suit. You're right. I completely forgot that King doesn't have a Power Ranger suit. I don't like the Power Ranger suits so much that I normally don't pay attention to them, but wow, you're right. New attribute type, jiggles. God almighty.
자, 어떤 영웅인지
It's too early for this.
소개해 주시면
Boing is life, true that. Boing is life.
걸리는 순간이네요.
Completely agreed.
먼저
네? 자, 먼저 필살기 영상부터.
It's because he's inside of Deanne's suit. God.
곤란해집니다.
They
영상을 보고
whenever they end up doing more like dual units, kind of like Hawk and Oslo, they need to release like a giant Deanne with little King like tucked in her cleavage, like he does in the show. That would be fantastic.
보고 가시죠.
Deanne having bounce. This looks super cool though. This is really cool. I can only assume that that's an AoE ultimate because if that's a single target ultimate, I don't know what they're doing with their lives.
쓰나미예요. 이제 땅에 쓰나미가 막.
Any male enemy unit just dies immediately. Woke up at last on that boing. I know. I'm sure I sound like super groggy because I did not get a full sleep in. It was just like a power nap basically. Aw, look at her. 65,000 CC.
새롭네요.
Deanne's such a like cool character. I really like Deanne.
보면요, 여러분.
Her stats all seem pretty high. I know you might not be able to see some of them because of me, but her stats are all pretty high.
자, 개성 들어갑니다.
She has a stance card as well. An attack card and a stance card. What in the hell? 10%, 50%. The only number I'm drawn to is that 500,000. 20%, 40%. Obviously that's all Korean, so no idea.
맞으면 맞을수록 화가 많이 나나 본데요?
많이 납니다. 그래서 50만까지 누적했을 때
I want to see if I can
10%만큼 추가로
image translate that.
자신이 취하는 동안 아군 영웅이 받는 피해가 40% 감소한다. 뭔가 탱커 느낌 나죠 지금. 탱커인데 극딜을 할 수 있는 탱커다.
사기 아니에요 사실?
뭐
탱커가 극딜이
Damn.
가능하면 그건 딜러
I did the wrong thing.
딜탱이죠. 딜탱이죠.
또 하이브리드가 있기는 해.
Re into English.
맞아야 되잖아요. 그렇죠.
그렇죠. 예열은 필요.
Roughly, it says if you receive damage from an enemy in the event of an attack, your damage will be 10. This, I don't know if that's a good. Give me just a second. I'm gonna. All right, and then we're going back to live. Sorry, I'm trying to translate this. Let me see these animations. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I like the Earth Fist. She looks good. I like it a lot. She looks great. Looking healthy. She has Detonate. Oof. Yeah. Detonate seems to be a very popular card nowadays. Ooh. Okay, so it's not a counter. 2 turns, 12%. Something. It has some sort of effect on it. The passive. If you receive damage when you hit an enemy, your damage is 10. Each increased up to 50 and reduced due to skill and skill effects. This is horribly translated. Health up to 500. Accumulate up to when you use your skills after an increase in damage by 20. The accumulated figures. The damage received by allied heroes is reduced when they are in position. Yeah, that did not translate properly at all. So that's awful. Dude, that is ridiculous. Why? Why would they choose to make a unit that just constantly moves like that? They know exactly what they're doing. They're ridiculous, man. This is this is nice. You guys are so bad.
굉장히 좀 이거를
You see what I'm seeing? This just became a must summon for everybody in chat. I know it did. This is ridiculous. Oh god. Yeah, I can't wait for them to actually translate some of this stuff because Google Translate did not, or not Google Translate, but whatever I was using to translate that did not do a good job.
이 정도면 마시방도 잡지 않겠냐라는 의견.
Clearly a support unit, yeah, for sure. I can only assume her stance is just reduces damage taken for the whole team or something along those lines, maybe. Kind of like Tarmiel, possibly. She's probably going to be super annoying to deal with, I can tell you that. It's very cheeky. There's all of her outfits. Alright, so that I'm assuming that's her SSR outfit. So that's cool, I guess. It's got the little boob window. Very nice. Why did he freak out when he opened that? Do they have characters on this account they're not supposed to show? I really want to go back. I love that outfit, actually. That jacket is super cool. I really like that. I'm not normally into like the fashion looking ones, but that one's actually super cool. The jumpsuit, I know. I like that one too. That one has like that one gives me like Ragnarok giant vibes, which is really cool. That one looks really cool too. That might end up being the one that I use. I really don't know what I'm gonna use, man. These are all so good. And then we're gonna get to see the Power Ranger suit, of course.
그 왼쪽에 있는 치명 저항이나 치명 방어 같은 거 방어로 올라가는 거 탑에서에 대한 이 말씀을 드렸던 건데.
Yeah, that one's. I think that one's my favorite. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use any of the other ones. Probably got 5 out of 5 weapons before AEM. Yeah, probably. Might be the first fest I might skip. Oh no, Iku, you can't skip on the jiggle. They were saying that a Holy War Fest is coming, but she is not a Holy War unit, right? I wouldn't think so. I would imagine she's just a regular. She's a regular festival unit. But I don't know. Did we see what color she was? I wasn't paying attention. We're here for the outfits. True. Alright, she only has 4 weapons at the moment, so I'm assuming she'll get like a Hawk Pass or something like that eventually. I'm skipping her, she seems mid. She could be really good, I don't know, we'll have to see her in practice. They're always really bad at showcasing the character as well, so I would definitely wait for the JP and Korean players to get a hold of her and actually come up with some decent teams first before you make an actual decision. Alright, cosmetics. Nice little haircut. Cool. Shortcut. Kind of neat.
아니 근데 저는 다이앤이 맨날 이렇게 귀여움만 하고 있어서 좀 감정이입이 안 됐었는데 되게 괜찮는데.
So is the red dress only for the Halloween Deanne? I think so, if I'm not mistaken. I know that they came out with a cosmetic for that, like that type of Deanne only. She's red? Okay. Yeah, I was really thinking, I was like, I really don't see them giving Deanne a light unit. Which is weird because I'm really surprised that they're waiting any longer to give a light unit out. I figured that would be like on like top of their priority list is getting out a light unit to counter Melee's dark unit. So that's kind of odd. Why do they keep doing that? I'm reversing for a second. I'm gonna pause it. Well, they have Red Fat King at 90, so that's a problem. Her portrait's kind of cool. I don't see anything out of the ordinary though. Like I don't see anything that they wouldn't want to show. I don't know why they keep acting like that. This is the way of if this is their way of countering stance units. Could be, possibly. Let's go, that outfit's lewd.
그거 기억을 못하면은 못 때립니다.
Salt Melly Curse Part 2. Could be. I don't know what the deal with that is. I think it's a meme at this point. I think they're like not releasing the weapon just for memes at this point. They're looking at something off camera. I have to say though, like, I know that, you know, there's a decent group of people in the community that wanted a Festival Diane, but I don't really think that Festival Diane is like 2-year anniversary material. Like, I would have figured that this would have been one of the, like, she seems like a unit that would release, you know, in the middle of the year, not as like a yearly anniversary sort of unit. So I feel like they've got something in store as well, but I'm not sure. Which a lot of people, or not a lot of people, but there were some people on Twitter speculating that they could possibly do the slime collab as well as the festival at the same time, which I don't really think would be the case. Like, that seems ambitious, but I don't know. There will not be many light units in total, so that's why they will be rare releasing them once in 6 months on or a year probably. Well, I just figured that they would want to get a light unit out so that way we can have a light unit and use their passive, or like use their like light effect, I guess, whatever that is gonna be. Because I'm assuming whatever the light unit is that they release could potentially be good for the deer, but I don't know what the effect actually is, so I think it's just because it was unintentional. I think so, because it didn't seem like there was anything for them to like leak from that. King Holy Relic, that could be cool, depending on what her banner is included. Yeah, I kind of hope that they, well, I doubt that they'll show the banner. I don't think they ever do, but we'll be able to see it whenever it hits live servers on JP. The guy on the far right is sus. He's a nice guy. He's got his cool little cardigan. He's a cool dude. Is Geo igniting me, or did this stream get hot? God almighty. That is the best thing I've ever heard. I think they're doing some sort of like social media giveaway at the moment or something. Well, she got treated like Bond before Bond got an OP Fest unit. True. Imagine using her on Hallex LMAO. God. Will there be another side unit? They haven't been doing side units at all with festivals. Like, they've kind of just like stopped doing that. They used to before every festival there would be like a step up banner or something like that, where they would give you like free tickets or something, and they would give you a unit, like they would give you a free unit from the step up banner. But they kind of just stopped doing that for whatever reason, which is kind of disappointing, because I mean, obviously free units are always like fun to get and stuff. So oh boy, they're using her with the new Melascula, I think, for whatever reason, which is interesting. If they complement each other well, and if it makes people summon from Melascula, man, oh boy. Stance couldn't be a counter though, or it could have been a counter though. Yeah, I do like counter cards. It would have been kind of nice if she had a counter, but we literally just got counter Sariel, so I guess they don't want to put too many counters out. No complaints, but it's been nothing but Deanne, Ragnarok, Halloween, now this. Yeah, true. There's a lot of Deannes. I gotta give you that. There are a lot. I'm pretty sure at this point there's more Deannes than there are Mellies in the game, which is kind of nuts. They have King Relic in that box. Oh, I missed that. For the, was it the new King? Because that's ridiculous if he's getting one already. I miss the side units. She's huge as fuck. Yeah, I seen some sort of they posted some sort of like picture on their Twitter, I think it was, where it was like showing off the actual size of the giants. Oh, that's red Molascula, not green. They showed off the actual size of the giants, and Scotty is actually really small compared to Deanne. Like, she's not like half size or anything like that, but Deanne is much bigger than Scotty is, and then Droll is like really huge. Like, Droll is like bigger than a skyscraper. Like, Droll is so tall. Alright, so they put up stance. I think they're just using Molascula to put ignite stacks on Scotty. Light attribute Deanne. No, she's not light. She's red. I don't know. I was kind of thinking that they were gonna try to go with a light unit, but just not. All right, taking these hits. All right, she's half dead. Okay, she got hit a whole bunch and rocks appeared around her, so that's kind of interesting. Is it gonna like, I think it amplifies her damage, like, because you can see, I think those are damage dealt increases because she got hit while the stance was up. So that's really interesting. Hit him with it, hit him with it, hit him with it. Alright. Molascula suck. 239k. Not bad, not bad. Okay, she's got the ult now. Damage reduction. I think that one's damage dealt. I think her stance gives her damage reduction though. I'm not positive on that. Mono Red Part 2. Not really hype enough, so I'm skipping. That's completely understandable. I know a lot of people aren't like super excited for a Deanne. So she has 4 damage increase. I think those are damage increase. What is that? 500,000. I think that she can take up to 500,000 damage or something like that in that, because it said that she had like 280 something thousand on. So I don't know. She took 120k like it was nothing. Yeah, she's definitely got some heft. Like, she can take a hit for sure. I don't know. She seems really interesting so far. That stance she's got is so sick. I like that a lot. She looks confident. She looks ready. Ready to beat some ass. Maybe if she took 500k damage, she gets a certain buff. Possibly. She looks tanky as fuck. Yeah, true. Probably better than Arthur. Could be. Alright, so he's just letting his hand fill up with Scott E cards. I don't think Scott E's actually helping him at all. Boom, detonate. 177k. She's super interesting. I don't know, I need to see like what her actual skills do and what that passive actually is, because that's always the big toss-up whenever these come out. Is I can't, I don't know what the actual like wording on it is or anything. Deanne's interesting, true. She is interesting. Maybe an attack that surpasses 500k damage is negated. Like in the showcase, she uses her hammer to stop male nukes. Possibly. If take 500k damage, kills all enemies and full heals the entire team. Imagine. Yeah, I don't think I mean, if it kills the entire enemy team, I guess there's not really a point in healing. So I don't think that would be it. Deanne, Elat, and Melascula look like a new guild boss team. Could be. No side unit? Nah, not that we've seen. No side unit so far. The one old easy. That outfit though, yeah, her outfits are on point. Where's Mayel? Never gonna happen. They're gonna bait that man forever. It's gonna take a miracle for them to release that unit. Damage limit, I think. Yeah, I think so. Why is she one-shotting Trader Melly? Ridiculous. What do you mean? That's the whole point. The next festival unit's always better than the last one. I always one-shots the next one. That's how it works. Probably when her stance takes damage from skill, she increases all stats. Maybe. Nalyd unit win. Well, we got the collab in the works. I don't know. They haven't got my hair right in the game yet, so they're holding on to it. That's how the mafia works. God, I haven't heard that in a long time. They better show us free gems. God. There probably will be a decent amount of like gems and like free stuff they give away during this 2-year anniversary for Global. So can see it already. Tarmiel, Deanne, Chandler, or Terry with Esta in the back. Oh god, that's gonna be super annoying. I'm gonna remove that stand so Goddess Liz. Boom. Exactly. I think the point that not being able to take more than 500k is more reasonable because of her sacred treasure allows her to pass damage toward the earth. True. I think that could be something to do with it. She and King's passive have a great combo. True, true. AOT's on the verge of ending, so I think they should bring AOT collab instead of slime. I mean, we don't have any say in that, so I'm sure they'll probably try to bring AOT back at some point because people really like the AOT collab. Do you think they're gonna do a YouTuber collab? I kind of doubt it. I don't think they would. I don't think they would want to put like YouTubers in the game. That would be cool to see though. Like that would be super like fan driven, very cool. Not that I want to be in the game, but I think that would be neat for them to like give back to the community like that or something. Any relics? They have not shown any relics yet. Somebody was saying when they showed the box earlier that King had a relic. So I'm not sure. Waiting for Korean Jesus. Would have taken Founding Aaron than Slime. I haven't been keeping up on AOT at all, so I don't know what's happening in the show at the moment. Pog, SA coins, true. Dude, I have been running the Super Awakening coin dungeon a little bit this week, and it is so agonizing. Like, I really wish that they would make it to where the first wave of enemies was a guaranteed box drop, because, like, having to reset over and over and over again just to get, like, a halfway decent amount of Super Awakening coins from that dungeon is just so awful. It's just so bad. Nagato in game. AOT collab was good. The units, however, wasn't the best. Yeah, true. I feel like the units for the AOT was still in like a point where they didn't want to make the units like super overpowered or anything like that. And I feel like they were almost like rebranded units of like ones that we already had. Like they just took skills from other units that we already had in the game and just kind of mix matched them onto the AOT units. Fat King and Skinny King have relics now. You watch Rigatoni? I don't really watch a whole lot of Grand Cross content. The only person I'm even subscribed to is Nagato, and it's just because he's really quick on the draw with like a lot of his stuff. So in case I miss something, normally he's on top of it. There's a rough translation of Deanne's kid on Reddit. Alright, we'll try to look at it here in a second. I'll try to go ahead and pull it up actually. Oh, they did JP Dev Note as well. Oh, they have already shown relics. I think they showed the relics off on the JP stream already.
아래 것도 읽을까요? 예.
본격적으로 거인족을 밀어주나 보네요.
본격적으로 거인족을 밀어주나 보네요. 거인족을 사랑하는 유저로서 너무 행복하네요. 제가 거인족을 사랑하지 않고 인간족을 더 좋아하거든요. 그래서 순간 안 읽어버렸어요. 순간 내 진심이
거인족
안
또
담겼어.
나올까봐. 거인족을 혐오하는 이유가 뭡니까?
혐오하진 않아요.
싫어한다면서요.
단지 혐오하진 않고 단지 저는
The free banner looks kind of promising as well.
등치 좀 있는 그 사람으로서 사람은 좋다.
예예예예.
거인족 표본은 좀 멈춰.
They gonna show anything?
아 좋아요. 너무
They've been doing a whole bunch of nothing.
28이 아니야.
Fast Nalyd, I'd summon. God, couldn't imagine me in the game.
10개 뽑기권, 10뽑기권
Ult is suppress, like the new Sariel, and her attack is crush. What does crush do? Is crush pulverize, like Festival Gother?
그리고 여기서 나오는 캐릭터들은 SSR이 아니라 UR. 거기다 60레벨이 아니라
With Christmas Liz, SA Dungeon is easy. I mean, I use Christmas Liz as well, but it's just so annoying having to reset for RNG. So dumb. Let's show us the banner she's in. They don't normally show the banner. Hope the 2 year 2 years going to be fun. Yeah, normally for the actual like big anniversaries, they end up doing a lot of events and stuff like that. Light unit Nalyd with cleave and stance card or counter. That would be badass. I really like cleave cards and I really like counter cards. That would basically just make me Sariel, the new Sariel, because yeah, they have both of those things. Levi Holy Relic upon critting does 20% of the enemy's max HP and depletes 1 ultimate move gauge. Doesn't sound bad, but Levi will never crit without his passive. True, his passive is actually pretty strong. What would your cards be if you were a unit? Honestly, I like the sound of cleave and counter. I do really like counter cards, and I've really grown to like cleave cards a lot. Have they shown Deanne's abilities? They've kind of shown like the passive and stuff like that on camera, but they don't. Obviously, it's all in Korean. Same damage type as Festival Go Through. Yeah, so if it's pulverized, that means that you need your own ultimate move gauge full to deal more damage with it, which is pretty interesting. Gotta wait for 2 more weeks. Yeah, that'll give you time to save up a little bit though. Hey Dylan. Hey Roman. Seen Levi not crit. I think, if I'm not mistaken, his passive is the one where if you attack the person with the lowest amount of HP, it's a guaranteed crit. So as long as you attack the right person, I guess. 30 days later, we might get light Ellie, just like Trader Melee. Yeah, possibly. Who knows? He has like 30% crit chance. Let's do both bird and deer bosses, you cheap tucks. Let us do both. Oh, honestly, like I'm kind of glad that they restricted it, because I would feel so bogged down trying to do both of them at the same time. But I know a lot of people do like. Oh, okay. Well, apparently I just ran an ad. I didn't even know I could do that. So sorry about that. I guess we're not running anything. I didn't even know I could do that. Sorry. I'm not gonna do that again. I didn't know I could do that actually. So if you just got an ad, or well, I guess if you got an ad, you can't hear me. But damn it. Fairy relics are posted on Reddit. Yeah, I see the picture for them. I don't know if they're translated or not yet though. So you're saying AOT collab instead of slime? I don't think that it's actually going to happen, but somebody was wanting it instead of slime. Can't beat floor 3 of the deer. I haven't tried the deer since they fixed the infect thing on floor 2. Fairy relic, more like mid. How do you think she might fare against the deer? Seems not very great for bird, because her stance will get disabled in floor 3, stage 3. True. I don't know. Depending on how many turns the stance lasts, and I hope that I think it's a taunt as well. But I don't know. It seems really interesting. And for any PvP or for any PvE content, they they automatically attack pretty much anyway. Like they're not going to hold on to their cards or anything. So it could be pretty good. Wow, there's ads on a live stream. I accidentally ran an ad, Daniel. I don't know. I didn't even know I could do that. But yeah, sorry about that. Never truly experienced the slime collab because just started the game and when slime was just about to end. Oh yeah, it's been a long time since slime came out. Or are they just talking and not showing anything? This is literally how JP live streams go, or the stream lives or live streams go. They just do this. I didn't know live streams have ads. I accidentally ran an ad. I apologize. I didn't know I could do that. Global has had many that we should have gotten gems for. Oh, okay. So they're showing off the special missions. So we're gonna get a free multi. Nice. So no 300 diamonds this time. I don't think that they normally do 300 diamonds. That's not a normal thing that they do. Well, on JP, the slightest wrong thing is 300 gems. They are pretty quick to fix stuff on JP and stuff and give out some compensation. The slime leaks are fake. I don't believe it. Just noticed you have a tattoo. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. So what's up? What's going on, Midoriya? Big chilling. Watching new stuff. I came, I saw Jiggle, and I don't want to read that. You got see you guys on the summons. See you, Anonymous or Aminous. I always think your name is Anonymous, but it's not. Fest Nalyd's ult would be the same as the one, and passive would increase attack stats by 5% for every time a skill is used, stacking up to 8 times. Good lord, y'all really putting some thought into this. What the hell is that? Is this a new boss? I wasn't looking. Just entered the stream. Her passive any good? I don't know. We haven't really had like any decent translations or anything on it yet, but it seems really interesting. New boss? True. Maybe 1/6 is enough for Deanne because she already hits hard. Hits hard of her passive. True. Galen's dad. Yeah. That's funny. Big demon man. 50 times bigger than 50 times bigger to get one shot. True. Galen's cousin's cousin. That's really funny. That's really funny. I get that a lot, which is funny because it did used to be anonymous. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna try to see if the translations on these Reddit posts are halfway decent. Alright, so somebody said that regular king is attacking an enemy with a debuff effect increases your damage by 80%, which could be okay because the small skinny kings normally debuff the characters. Obviously that's not going to help. I mean, it could help a little bit, but that's going to be kind of weird with Blue King's passive, or Blue King just in general, because he looks kind of weird in game, doesn't he? Blue Skinny King puts petrifying on, so you would have to break petrify to get increased. Well, I guess not technically, because you can just put another debuff on, but what the fuck are those hands and feet? He does look a little odd in game. Like, he looks a little weird. How long is this going on for, and has anything happened? They've already shown off the new character, and how long have we been going? Like what are we at? They've been going for roughly an hour, so there's probably like 30 minutes of the live left, but they probably won't show too much more like crazy stuff. Money bag, true. The free chance to get 25 gems again. Imagine Gallon seeing his cousin and his dad. In KR stream, they show Christmas Lilia against this new Deanne, and Deanne tanks all her hits, her attack. Oh, that's really good then. This Deanne is just big rag Deanne. Kinda. Fat King's relic from this translation says increases your stats by 3% for each debuff effect on your enemies up to 10 times. Not sure how to feel about that. I don't really use any of the Fat Kings at all, so I don't know what their kit really revolves around. Oh, they're bringing back the mining event. These are honestly kind of cool. Garrod's holy relic is when an ally disables an enemy on an ally's turn, all enemies' special move gauge are reduced by 2 at the end of the turn. And then Helbram gets one as well, and his increases the basic stats of fairy allies by 20%. So I don't know how much I like any of those really. I don't think any of those are going to be like super good or like to die for, but I don't know. It's cool that they're giving out fairy ones though. They haven't done any fairies yet, so that's neat. Yeah, this Reddit post, he says that he just uses rough Google Translate for the translation, so I don't know how much I trust this. But he says the passive is when you take damage, increase damage dealt by 10% up to 50%, reduces damage received by 40% for allies while this character is in a stance. And he says this part is mega rough, I think. It's increase HP of this character by 20% of the damage dealt up to 500,000 HP. Which I don't know that I can even really fathom at the moment. I don't even know what that means without seeing it. Skill 1, same card as Festival Gother, inflicts crush damage equal to 180% of the attack on one enemy. When the hero has 4 or more ultimate move gauge, reduces the enemy's ultimate move gauge by 1 orb. So that's kind of nice. Skill 2 is basically a stance version of Blue's Rolls card. Increases HP related stats and taunts the enemy. She also seems to gain her own 40% damage reduction. Ultimate, same ult as Green Sariel plus a heal. Deals suppressed damage. More stances she has, the more damage it does, and heals allies for a percentage of damage dealt, which is kind of interesting. So you can stack Arthur and King's Grey buffs? Possibly?
털님도 한번 선택 부탁드릴게요.
저는 교수님한테 먼저 토스할게요. 토스입니까? 토스입니까? 자, 비크벨님 가겠습니다. 비크벨님. 해응, 디안느.
그런 건 안 읽으셔도 돼요.
내 지갑을 가져가.
디안느 내 지갑을 가져가.
예, 이분에게
지갑을 가져가. 그런 거 안 읽으셔도 되잖아요. 방송
너무 읽고 싶었어요. 딱 보는 순간 해응을 하고 싶었어요.
I don't know if have they actually shown anything on the banner itself, because some of the people on Reddit are talking about the banner. Maybe they showed it off on JP. They might have.
다이아 받고 꼭 한번 기만해보시기 바랍니다.
기만 갑시다.
Oh, I think so. They're doing one of the special banners, I think, with free summons, and it looks like it's gonna have a lot of really good units on it. So just for reference, this is what I'm looking at. So this is the special banner. It is a 300, 600 mileage. and the banner has the Halloween Deanne, whatchamacallit. I think you get to choose one of the 3 units at each milestone, but you can choose Red Matrona, and I'm pretty sure these are all going to be free summons. So kind of nutty, kind of cool. So now people don't have to worry about Matrona, which is good. Somebody was saying on the Reddit that they showed off the banner on JP, maybe, so we may try to look at that.
네, 보자. 수령꿀. 예, 드디어 이제 수령꿀이 개편이 됩니다.
Let me.
볼까요? 수령꿀. 이제 화면이 이제 심플하게 좀 이제 개선이 됐습니다.
와, 이거 좋아.
Oh, what are they doing?
안 띄워도 돼.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, I've got to watch this. I've got to see what they're doing to the training dungeon, training grotto.
심플하게 터치해서 바로 들어갈 수가 있게 되었고요.
진짜 별거 아닌데, 진짜 뛰어가는 게 별거 아닌데 그 짧은 시간도 조금.
Halloween Deanne. Yeah, I don't have Halloween Deanne, so that would kind of be a nice time for me to get her. She's a 600 banner. It's not a festival. It's not. It's like an extra banner that they're doing for like free summons because it's the anniversary. Me waiting for a good banner to summon for Miguelda. See, I don't know if they showed off the banner on JP or not, but the people on Reddit were just saying that Miguelda's on the festival banner, which take that with a grain of salt. They haven't shown it on KR. I'll try and pull it up on the other monitor. We'll try and get the JP live stream. I'll try to skim through. God almighty. God almighty. So the JP live stream, just to show, they showed off this, and he has 100,000 gems on the account, which is funny to me. 4% SSR rate, 900 banner. It looks like these units are going to be on the banner. So, New Sariel, Brunhild, Excalibur, Arthur, and Miguelda are on the banner. And then, I don't know if this is just saying that these characters are going to be in the exchange shop or not, but the one Escanor, Purgatory Bond, and King. I doubt King would be on the banner because he's so new, but what are they doing over here? So I think they're showing off the new tier of stuff on the training dungeon, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna keep that playing on the other monitor just in case they show more of the actual banner lineup or anything like that, but I don't know if they will or not. Showing some sort of giveaway thing on the JP stream at the moment. I don't know what to think about this yet. I'll have to actually like get a feel for this when they actually add it to the game. But I definitely want a training grotto update for sure. So it's a 900 banner? I'm confused. So the festival banner itself is a normal festival banner, 900 mileage. But they're going to be releasing a second banner along with it because it's the 2-year anniversary on Global, where it's going to be a 600 mileage banner, and at 300 you get to choose between 3 characters that you want, and you can pick one for free, and then at 600 you're also going to be able to pick between 3 characters that you want and grab one for free. So it's just an additional banner where they're going to give out free summons because it's the 2nd anniversary on Global. It's just a festival thing that they're doing because it's a big festival. Miguelda, let's go. Who the hell with 100,000 gems? Yeah, true. Dev accounts. The Rosvelger card set. Can't say no to free units. True that.
아 이거 예전에 또그 내림차순
So part 1 and part 2? No, it's not a part 1 and part 2 thing. They're both going to be released at the same time, I would imagine. They're just going to be two separate things. They've done it before for one of the festivals, I think. They're basically, it's just going to be like a login event thing where they're going to give you free tickets through either a login event or through free, you know, events and stuff like that in the game, and you'll be able to summon on the banner to do a full rotation of it, and once you reach certain milestones, you get, you know, reward, like a free character for it. Would have preferred Mael. I think a lot of people want Mael. I think they're saving Mael for something really, really hype. They better show us the coin shop. They're still supposedly working on tweaking the shop. I don't know. They obviously have upset quite a few people with that one. Is their game so even if they had 10 million gems, it's not amazing? I mean, yeah, true. They literally own the game. That's why they have that many gems on an account. It's just a test account. Same thing they did with Fest Bond. Yeah.
앞서 이제 보여드린 영상이죠. 다이앤 티저 영상이 올라갈 예정인데 그 영상의 좋아요랑 댓글 수가 1000개가 넘으면 다이아 30개를 모든 분들이
Pretty interesting stuff, though. I'm honestly just kind of wondering when we're gonna get a light unit at this point, though.
또 하나 이벤트를
Because I think the Festival Diane's cool. I think that she's very interesting. I don't think that she's going to be a character that I'm going to want to get like multiple copies of day one, unless like unless she ends up being like ridiculously good. I don't. If I can pull her early, I'm probably just going to do like a one and done, like just dip out of the banner because of the stuff that could potentially be coming out soon. So I don't know. She seems cool though. She seems very cool.
그게 바로 그거 왜 이렇게 말을 만들어내서 뭐 자꾸 말씀을 하세요.
This banner will be releasing tomorrow for JP. I think so. I'm pretty sure this is going to be coming out on Thursday for JP. So Miguelda on the free banner or the Fest one? I'm pretty sure she's on the Fest one. So you're going to have to summon for her. Watch the light unit come out another year later like Melee. God almighty, that would suck. Mail would have been great because we actually would have been the 4 Archangels in the game. I mean, yeah, a lot of people are really wanting to get Mael, and I can completely understand that, but I think they're going to wait until we get closer to Mael showing up in the story mode before they release the unit. Light unit mid-anniversary festival? God. No assets for Mael, meaning they are trying to create hype, I guess. Probably. More main story, I'm happy to wait till he actually shows up in the story. Yeah, exactly. I think that that's what they're kind of doing. I think they're sort of trying to release units around the time of their, you know, story debut, but then again, they definitely didn't do that with the new king. So I don't know what the idea was with that one. 30 minutes of talking. Let's go. True. 4 Archangels in the game would be great. I mean, yeah, for sure. I'm interested to see how they end up implementing him. Like, I wonder if he'll have his grace whenever they release the unit, or if they're gonna try to release like a separate Mael with grace. All right, so the JP live stream is actually done. I don't know if they're going to be showing off any more on the actual Korean live stream or not, but they could potentially show the banner off. How about Berserk Esterosa? Berserk Esterosa is a really interesting character. I don't know how they would implement that with like all of the commandments that he ends up getting, but I think that one could be really cool. You think they'll do a collab banner 2 weeks from now? Probably not. I doubt that they would do one right in the middle of a festival. That would be really scummy. I think they're going to show the banner. They showed a little bit about the banner, not the actual banner lineup itself, I don't think, on JP stream, but they showed off a little bit. Sadly, I don't want Deanne. It's okay, man. Not everybody's going to want her. I don't care how she is, I want that jiggle, true. Skinny Escanor? Skinny Escanor would be cool. I really wish that they would release like new rare and SR units. Like there's so many units that like just aren't super like good, like super like hype or anything like that, that could be really good, just extra like rare and SR unit material for banners. I think that would be really nice if they would just add more stuff to the general pool. Bait banner team: Green Gother, Matrona, Miguelda, Brunhild. God. This Deanne looks pretty good for the deer boss with all of the damage reduction and can really do damage. Basically a better Matrona. I think that that's a pretty good bet because the Matrona really isn't all that crazy for the bird or for the deer at the moment, so Matrona definitely stands to get replaced on the deer team, which is kind of crazy because I don't even use Matrona for the bird anymore, and Matrona was like the unit everybody wanted for bird, but at this point I don't even use her for bird. An Escanor who throws barrels, so he's Donkey Kong. Imagine they leak Slime collab, but Demon Slayer characters just pop up. A lot of people think that Demon Slayer would be a cool collab, and I think it would be a cool collab, but if I'm not mistaken, I think I read something not too long ago where because Demon Slayer is made by a completely separate like company, obviously they're not made by Netmarble, but they have some sort of weird thing where they don't collab with a lot of people or something along the line, so the odds of a Demon Slayer collab are very, very low, or something along those lines. I can't remember exactly what they were talking about. Did they show the banner? Is it multi-fest banner or single fest? They haven't really shown the banner on JP or on the Korean stream that we're watching, but I think on the JP stream they show that there's going to be a couple of characters. I'm not positive though. They didn't actually show the lineup itself. They just showed like a couple of characters that were going to be on the banner, and then some of the coin shop exchange stuff, I think. The ult multiplier at 6.6 was only at 570. Imagine what 1.6 would be. Yeah, it would probably be really low. That's gonna suck. I'm still gonna summon, but still not my preference. Yeah, it's a weird time to skip banners and stuff like that, because one unit that you're not interested in could be so good for like the bird or the deer or something like that. It's going to be hard to judge who to skip on. That's why I'm so torn about skipping for this Green Melascula, because I think Green Melascula has potential to be good, but I just don't know for sure, and I don't think that she's altogether like a worth unit. Who do you use for bird then, Nalyd? Currently I use Trader Melly, the one Escanor, Miguelda with Holy Relic, and Green Arthur. And that team beats the bird in like 15 minutes, like every single time, which is pretty insane. I just want a Black Clover collab. A lot of people think a Black Clover collab would be cool. I still haven't seen Black Clover. I've watched like the first 4 episodes of it, but I haven't really gotten into it yet. But it seems cool. What are the banner units? I don't know yet. I don't think they've actually shown the banner lineup. I don't think they're going to on the JP or on the KR stream. They will collab at the right price. I mean, true. I want that cake they have. That cake does look kind of cool. It has the little whatchamacallit, like the little plastic sleeve thing that you pull up, and it like it looks like one of those cakes where they would pour a bunch of like liquid chocolate on the top of it, and then you would pull the thing off and it would drizzle down the sides. Kind of neat. You have the 166. I do. Fake collab. There was a fake collab like in the game files or something like that a long time ago, but I don't think it ever ended up happening. What's up, bro? What's up, Tash? By the way, free Matrona confirmed. Yeah, we've seen that. Pretty cool. You really got to tough through Black Clover. The first 40 to 50 episodes are ass, but after that, it's chef's kiss. Okay, good to know. Chocolate would ruin it. You just don't like chocolate, Ryan. That cake is a plushie right now, real food. Or not real food, God. Yeah, they normally have a plushie on screen, so... Rip plushie. They normally have the hawk plushie hanging out. Male's Grace would be doing Insane Fire more than Green Escanor. Oh, yeah. You know if a male gets his Grace, it's going to be nuts. The biggest reason why I would be interested in him getting his Grace or not, though, is because obviously Grace is going to be transferred to the character that you associate him with. So just being able to put Mael's Grace on someone else would be nutty, depending on what it is. I have to say, I think they're just chatting it up. I don't think they're going to show us anything else. They are for real going to talk another 30 minutes. Well, I guess just waiting for dev notes. Yeah, they I think they're about to sign off. If we want to really quickly, we can look at the dev notes and read them really quickly before I go back to bed. Official JP Twitter. Yeah. Alright, I think they're signing off. Yeah. And we will look at this really quickly before I go to bed. Hey Nalyd, so what are your first impressions of Queen Deanne? Do you think that her skills will merit summoning? Thanks for all the videos and keep up the great work. Appreciate the comment, by the way. Yeah, I think that she's really interesting so far. Obviously, whenever they end up showing off characters on stream, they're normally like, I feel like the people that they get on stream to show them, I feel like they don't have like the greatest sense of like team building and stuff like that to actually show the characters like actual potential. So definitely like I'm gonna be watching closely to see when the character comes out on JP like live servers and stuff like that to see what people are gonna be running with her. But yeah, she seems really interesting so far. I'm really waiting for the skill translations more than anything, but she seems good. So I don't think there's going to be any issues with her being like a bad festival at this point. JP Live is over and you can close the stream and chill. Yeah. All right, let's read this really quickly and then we'll go to bed. This is going to be translated, of course, because it's the Japanese dev notes, but they'll release these at some point on Global if they have not already, maybe? Potential? No, they haven't released them yet. So, Global 2nd Anniversary event content. Thanks for the support of players from all over the world. The global version of Grand Cross is celebrating the 2nd anniversary. Along with this, we are preparing various events in the game to commemorate the 2nd anniversary of the global version. First of all, we have prepared a free character gacha to be held after a long time. We have created a maximum number of free gachas in history and characters that appear according to the concept of the festival so that we can provide benefits to all existing players and new and returning players. In addition, we have prepared a new event boss battle drawn by the original author and various training support events. Stay tuned for the second festival, which will open a new type of ancient holy war event that all players can participate in and enjoy. Ooh, so I think that they are going to be doing a second festival after this one potentially. So I guess don't overspend. Possibly? I don't know. Improved. Look at my man. Improved the Knight's Battle. We're planning to improve the Knight's Battle and hold a new Knight's Battle from March. As mentioned in the previous developer notes, the Knight Battle is composed of Knight's Battle League and Knight's Battle Normal and Knight's Battle League. Okay. And Knight's Battle Normal. Why would they say it twice? Both are scheduled to be held on the same schedule in the same type of battle against the Knights, in addition to the conventional blah 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 blah. As the League of the Knights Battle expands, some rewards for the Knights Battle will be added, and a special costume reward will be added to the upper Knights according to the results, as it is a battle showing the best Knights. So yeah, all of the festival characters are going to end up having these. I'm pretty sure they got leaked in the leaks, so that's kind of interesting. As mentioned in the previous developer notes, the battle costumes is a special costume that can be worn only while the results of the night's battle are maintained, and it is worn accordingly to the results of each night battle tier. The types of costumes that can be made differ in different formats. Okay. Improved training cave. We will improve the training cave as mentioned in the previous developer note. The training cave will be improved in 2 parts, the end of February and the middle of March. Okay, so they're doing 2 waves of that, I guess. Details can be found on the official live broadcast. 31st Grand Cross Information Bureau. What? Other matters, rank 100 expansion. At the time of the 2nd anniversary update in the global version, the maximum rank will be expanded to 100. Oh, player rank 100. Okay. Along with the expansion of the player rank, the maximum value of AP and the number of friends will also be expanded. Convenient functions for installing artifacts. As the type of artifacts diversify, we plan to improve the rules for wearing registration and add convenience functions, such as automatic registration, in order to enhance the convenience of the part where the artifact is attached and then changed. The convenience features of the artifacts will continuously update with improvements, starting with the battle or with the update at the end of February. Added main stage automatic play function. Due to the rules that have been established since the release of the main stage, it has been intended to be balanced according to the growth of the fighting class of the characters owned by the player, and to be cleared by players or playing manually. However, as time goes on, various training elements are added and the player's fighting classes rises. The difficulty of the conventional main stage becomes different, and the structure is different from the original or from the originally intended structure. In consideration of this current situation, we will add an automatic play function on or to the main stages so that players who have not yet played the conventional main stage can play the main stage as easily as possible. So they're basically adding auto functionality to the main story mode, I guess. That's nice. And new chapters will appear in the future and will be adjusted and applied accordingly to the current situation of the fighting class. So I don't think new content is going to be autoable, but after a while it will become autoable. So interesting. Improved recognition and convenience of use of GP acquisition. The 7 constellations is a group development system that can open the stones of each constellation through the GP that each character has developed and acquired, and can raise the status of all characters that it owns. However, there are some inconveniences in the method of checking the GP holding amount and opening the constellations, so we will improve this part. First of all, we will make it possible to check the total amount owned when acquiring GP, and also check the GP owned by yourself in the character list. And we will add a function to automatically open the constellations to be that can be opened with the GP that are currently or that we currently have, and improve it so we can grow constellations as conveniently and intuitively as possible. Add gacha tickets to the coin shop. After improving the coin shop, there were many players who were satisfied with the added item composition, but we received the opinion that some items were removed and it was disappointing. Why would you remove it in the first place? In the case of the coin shop improvement, we checked the overall number of exchanges of coin shop products and sorted out the products that were not relatively exchanged. However, since we excluded the race gacha ticket that can acquire some characters in this process, we received opinions from some players. So they're saying that they removed it because people weren't buying it, because they have those statistics to look at, I guess. But as soon as they removed it, they basically added characters to it that people really wanted, so it was going to become more popular, and it wasn't available anymore, which is, you should have seen that coming, I guess. After discussing this part internally, we decided to add the racial character gacha ticket, which received the most opinions, to the coin shop again, so it's getting added back. Added login welcome character. We are celebrating the 2nd anniversary of the global version, and we will add new characters that will welcome you when you log in. Characters that appear when logging in rewards will be added continuously at the time of the event. So they're adding new login reward characters, which is cool. I don't think I'll change mine from Derriere unless there's something really good. Derrieri's top tier. Collaboration reprint related. Many players are expecting the collaboration reprint, and at the same time, we are aware that various information leaks and rumors are spreading on the official community site. We are preparing for the collaboration as soon as possible, and that the players are so that the players are expecting it. However, please understand that we cannot tell you about the final matters because it is an agreement and adjustment process due to the contract with the affiliated company. Recently, all of this is in blue bold, recently it was confirmed that some of the collaboration related data was leaked, but the relevant content is the content that was temporarily worked for the agreement to reprint the collaboration during the development process, and the actual collaboration schedule and the content has not yet been prepared and agreed to a level that can be published. As soon as the schedule related to the collaboration is confirmed, we will announce a separate advance notice. So I think they've been really trying to touch on a lot of stuff with the collaborations lately. Like every single time like leaks happen and stuff like that for collaborations, they really stress in a lot of these dev notes that, hey, like, don't get caught up on collaborations. I would assume this means that they're going to try to be as vocal as possible about collaborations. Hopefully that's the case, because if they're like, oh, don't worry about collabs, they're not coming anytime soon, and then they end up dropping them out of nowhere and not giving any notice, then obviously people are going to be pissed off, because, you know, if you tell people, let your guard down, spend your gems, it's fine, the collaboration isn't anytime soon, and then of course you release the collab, people are going to, you know, get upset about that. So as long as they're actually forthcoming with the information and let us know ahead of time, I can completely agree with this, because obviously I understand that as a, you know, in the development process and everything like that, I'm sure there's a lot that goes into it. It's not as simple as just like, hey, we've got the collab, like we've already confirmed the collab, like we're ready to release it. Like, I'm sure that the stuff that's been getting leaked and stuff like that in the game isn't completely official. I'm sure there's stuff that needs to be tweaked. I'm sure that it's not like as close as it may seem, possibly, which seems to be what they're saying here, is even though there was a lot of stuff like leaked and there's stuff in the game, it's not as close as people think it might be, I guess. I don't know. I can only assume. But yeah. Anyway, in this developer note, we are currently preparing for a development update that is currently under internal discussion and has not yet been finalized. So we have announced the event update and improvements that will be implemented in the near future. There are still a lot of things missing from Grand Cross, but I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all the players who continue to support me. We will continue to do our best to satisfy our players, and we will continue to do our best. Thank you for the continued support of Grand Cross. So honestly, overall, I mean, it was basically just like a kind of a recap of like, hey, we're doing a new collaboration and everything like that, and potentially there's going to be a second festival very soon with a light unit. Rank 100 expansion's kind of cool. I guess quality of life stuff for artifacts like holy relics, I think. Autoplay for old story stuff is kind of neat. I didn't really understand what they were talking about with the 7 constellations things. They're adding the race draw tickets back, which is good. New login characters, which is cool, I guess. And then they're really stressing that collaboration stuff is in the works, but not soon. So very interesting. Obviously, there's nothing super concrete about some of the stuff, but is what it is. So thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out in the live. I do appreciate it a lot. I was really skeptical about watching, you know, live, because normally I would just end up waking up later in the day, all of the stuff would already be translated and I can go over it. But I think I'm just going to leave this live available for people to sort of just view at their own pleasure, I guess, and then I'll try to make a video later today whenever the stuff gets translated, and I'll just kind of touch on some of the stuff from the live stream then. So looking forward to it. The new Deanne looks pretty cool. I do like a lot of her outfits, so that'll be reason enough for me to summon. But that is pretty much going to be it. What's up, Marco? But yeah, we're going to call it there because I am sleep deprived. I would love to go to sleep. So thanks, everybody. Any patch notes for the banner out yet? No, not yet, I don't think. Good night, Nalyd, and everyone. Good luck on the summons. Yeah, if you're summoning on JP or anything like that, best of luck. Obviously, I don't think the banner comes out for another day or so, but yeah. See you guys later.